Your group has this new report out. Tell us what you found. Get us up to speed.
Sure. So this report spans over 10 years of research, and it includes court cases and testimonies of young girls who've been victims of abuse, horrific situations, who are taken to Planned Parenthood, and their abuser is going to be using abortion to cover up the abuse and then send her right back to his abuse. Planned Parenthood is a mandated reporter of sexual abuse, and yet instead of that, what we've documented is Planned Parenthood sends these girls right back to their abusers. They fail to report. So our investigative report includes undercover footage, includes the testimonies of these girls, includes ex-Planned Parenthood managers and workers saying that Planned Parenthood covers up abuse, explaining how it happens, and it includes a report from Loyola University published by them showing that of sexually trafficked victims, the number 2 place that they go to, besides emergency rooms, are Planned Parenthoods. And when asked why, they say it's because Planned Parenthood doesn't ask any questions. They cover up abuse.
So I'm just curious, how did you find some of these folks, detailed in the report, some of these horrible, tragic cases going back to their father after abuse and all that? Did they come forward, or how were you able to find some of these folks?
So many of these girls, most girls, you never will even hear of their abuse. These are a few brave ones who had enough resources to sue Planned Parenthood, so it became public record. And again, media wasn't reporting on this. This has not been something that's been commented on or revealed before to the measure that it is now, because these are court case here in Ohio, 2 cases here, a case in Denver, Colorado, a case in California, a case in Washington State. Now they're all together, and it shows a systemic pattern of abuse. These young girls enduring horrific abuse, then it's covered up at Planned Parenthoods, and they're sent right back to abusers.
Lila, you've reported that Planned Parenthood is the most visited facility for sex trafficking victims besides emergency rooms. Why is this?
It's because, and they even say in that report where it was documented that it's the most visited, Planned Parenthood is the most visited, the sex abuse survivors, the sex trafficked survivors are asked why, and they say it's because they didn't ask any questions. Planned Parenthood, even though they're required by law to be asking questions, to be reporting abuse, to be doing their due diligence, they're supposedly this women's health provider. That's what they claim to be. No, they care about abortion. They care about committing abortions, and they don't care about these abuse victims.
What do you hope comes of all of this? Because you have been, let's be honest, you and Live Action has been a trailblazer in this area, especially as it relates to undercover videos and, of course, these reports. So what do you hope comes from this? Because you've been down this road before, where you've released reports and there's been traction on the issue, but now you have what is many folks are being called, or people are calling the most pro-life president that's ever been out there. So what do you hope comes?
So it's a huge deal that we can release this report now with an administration that has pledged to protect the unborn and stop funding Planned Parenthood. So what we're looking to see happen is twofold. First of all, HHS has said that they would change their rule. They want to change their rule on Title X money. It's $60 million that currently goes to Planned Parenthood. That would basically make sure that Planned Parenthood does not get that funding anymore. But then we need to defund them of the Medicaid money. So there's $500 million from taxpayers going to this abortion chain that covers up abuse. $60 million through HHS will be defunded. Now we need to see the rest of the money, over $400 million, defunded through Medicaid. Congress has to do that. So that battle's coming this fall, and we're hoping that President Trump will sign the legislation or sign the funding bill that does not include funding for Planned Parenthood.